Hey, fifth grade. Today is Thinking Thursday with our mentor sentence. And this is the one where we create a new sentence that uses the same pattern as the mentor sentence. And we also make sure that we're using the grammar skills that we learned this week as well. So, if you'll remember how we did this last week, we took the same sentence pattern and then we applied it to a new situation. So when we were talking about Max and Freak sharing a brain, my sentence took that similar pattern and added. I changed the name and then I also made it about sharing a life rather than a brain. So we're looking for something that looks similar to the mentor sentence, but is about a different situation. So we're seeing if you can apply it. Now, the last time we did this, I showed you my sentence because I wanted to make sure that you understood what I was looking for. This week, I don't want to show you my sentence until after you're done. I want you to really take time and think about how you can follow the same pattern that our mentor sentence presents and then apply it to a new situation. So we have, he was glad for one thing. And again, here we have a semicolon because it's introducing the thing that he's glad about. The rope was off his neck. That had given them an unfair advantage. Here we have a semicolon, and this semicolon is connecting independent clauses. So that had given them an unfair advantage can stand by itself. Okay? So can, but now that it was off, he would show them. Okay? So whatever sentence you write, you want to make sure you're using a colon in the same way it does in the first sentence and a semicolon in the other sentence. Okay? So when you come down here to write your sentence, make sure that you're following this pattern. Please, please, please don't just change the name of the characters. That's not enough. It's got to be applied to a new situation. Okay? So I'm going to have you go ahead and pause the video and work on creating your own sentence in the Thinking Thursday text box down here. Whoopsie, that was way too zoomed in. And then you're going to come back in a few minutes and I'll show you what we came up with in class. Some student examples as well as my own. All right, push pause now and I'll see you soon. All right, so we're back and I'm going to start out by sharing my sentence. Mrs. Cahill was so relieved. So this colon is introducing the thing that she's relieved about. The students were finally doing their work. It had taken her almost a year, and you can see my semicolon here, and it's connecting two independent clauses. But now that they were independent, they were working so well on their own. Okay? So the mentor sentence was about a dog and some men. This one is about a teacher and some children. Okay? Here's one that one of my students shared in class. The coach was so relieved. The team was finally working together. So again, this colon is introducing the thing that the coach is relieved about. It had taken a lot of extra practice, but now that they understood, they were working like a well-oiled machine. So the semicolon is connecting to independent clauses. Now we're looking at another student sentence that was shared in class. Miss H was so stressed. The students were refusing to read. It was the third quarter already, and most of them had read a total of 3 pages. She was almost certain they were going to fail. That's not a very good sentence, is it? And it's definitely not reality, just so you know. Okay? I'm not stressed, and you guys are reading and making big strides. Last sentence, this was one that was shared in class. Mrs. Lily was so happy. Her snake was finally back in the cage. It had been missing for 2 weeks, but now that it was found, she could return it to its reptilian home safe and sound. All right, guys, I hope that clears it up. Make sure that you make any adjustments to your sentence if you need to after seeing our mentor sentence or our Thinking Thursday sentences. And then also make sure that you turn this assignment in. We will have what we call a final Friday, and that will be an assessment over what we've learned so far, the parts of speech, the types of sentences, what our focus was on this week. And we will be doing that together in class, but if you're not here in person, then I will probably just go over that with you when you return. So there won't be a video lesson for tomorrow. However, you will still be expected to take the assessment and just do the best that you can. I'm not taking the assessment for a grade. It's just more of an introductory activity, okay? Love and miss you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or need any help with anything.